Hey guys, what is up? It is BibDuda7 here again, and welcome to another episode of the Hardcore Iron Man Progress series here today. In this video, we are going to be doing pretty much all PVM. A lot of the clips are going to be PVM. I think there's only one or two maybe Slayer clips thrown in there, which is kind of PVM as well, although not really. However, I am actually on Slayer task for a lot of these clips that are at God Wars 1. I've been doing AVNC and Greater Demons tasks at God Wars, and we're also going to be having some more God Wars 2 in this video, so you guys can look forward to seeing that. I did not put out any more of the loot videos that I've been doing for the monsters on Anachronia just yet because I was a bit busy yesterday, didn't have too much time to record, and probably we'll just have another one of those out tomorrow alongside our weekly Monday vlog, and continue those throughout the week until they're done. I don't have a whole lot of them left, but then after that we'll probably just be back to normal videos unless there's other things that people might want to see. You can leave them down in the comments below. Other than that, I guess for all my new viewers who I might have, since the more subscribers have been coming in due to the Anachronia videos, this is my Hardcore Iron Man series where I am trying to get all the collections completed, and I currently have the Chaos Elemental collection, which is what I started my account with, and we're working on getting to the late game PVM at this point. I do have Questscape on this account, and yeah, just figured a little summary for those who may be new to the series. And anyways, the first clip is going to be live commentary here. We get pretty freaking lucky in this episode, so enjoy the first clip. Oh, let's go! Yes! Oh my god. Let's fucking go, dude. Yes. Holy shit. We got it. See you later. I'm out of there. Oh my god. No way. The Dragon Rider Lance. Yes, only 32 KC. So lucky. The drop rate, for those of you who don't know, is 1 in 256 with the full drop boost, which I have. Oh my god, yes. I had like 150 or 60 kills on my other hardcore, and I didn't get this. Although I did miss a crest when I was dueling with someone, but we just got it. The Lance. After getting the Essence earlier, which I wasn't honestly too mad about because that's much more common, but man, that is awesome. Let's fucking go. Alright, we've got a tier 85 weapon, our first God Wars 2 item, and with this we can do a lot of stuff, to be honest. One thing that I probably want to start trying to do is maybe getting into some Hellweir with this. Doing him for the Kaiweir Wand and Orb would be really good to get me better mage weapons. And yeah, this is going to probably be maybe, depending on if I decide to do Greg and get Shadow Glaives, this is probably going to be the weapon I might use for my first couple of my first bit of Rax kills. I'm not too sure on that though. Before I ever do Rax though, I need to get myself, and actually, oh, I can get it today. It is in the merch today. The unfocused reward enhancer is 10 mil GP. So I'm going to spend 10 mil GP at the merchant, but that gives you a free resurrection at Rax, as well as a lot of other bosses. Any of the bosses that are involved in Morvron's Slayer challenge, you get a free life. Like you don't use your sign, you don't lose a life, you just get free a free thing, and that's something I am going to definitely buy today. But let's go, dude. The Dragon Rider Lance. We got it. Woo! Amazing. I was just thinking about, like, you know, how I would feel if I got it, like, during that kill, and I managed to pick it up there. So, some really great progress recently. We got the Subjugation. Really lucky, honestly. I've been really lucky recently all of a sudden. The Subjugation top and bottom in 1 Zami trip, and then the Dragon Rider Lance at 32 Vindicta KC. Man, that is awesome. Let's fucking go. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, so as you saw, we did manage to pull out the Lance at a very low KC. Extraordinarily lucky there at Vindicta. I was so happy to see that on the ground, as you can tell by my reaction. But now we're going to move on here to some God Wars. We are at Zami here on Slayer task, and I was trying out my new Lance. I think it's, with my current stats and gear, it's still better for me to use Mage to not splash, but the Lance was doing just fine for the trip. And I did manage to pick up a Ward of Subjugation there, which is an item I didn't have yet. I would have preferred the Boots or the Gloves, of course, but still nice to get a drop on the Slayer task and another item off of the list for the collection there. So we're going to pick that baby up, and yeah, nice Mage Shield, probably going to be the best one I have for a decent amount of time, actually, considering there aren't a whole lot of shield options out there for specific styles. Next up here, we are at the Armadyl God Wars dungeon. This is actually my first trip here, and I was only using tier 60 D'hide because that's the best I have, which kind of sucks, but it was not too terrible. I think I was able to get 10 kills in this trip, and unfortunately right here we pick up our first drop on only 5 KC. However, it's the Armadyl Buckler, which is easily the worst drop, and you really don't want to see that on the ground, especially for my first drop at Armadyl. Obviously it's one item off the collection, but I could really use some better range armor, so getting a chest or legs would have been really nice. Next clip though is going to be live comms, so enjoy it. 85 range here, you guys, at Kriara. So shortly after I managed to get the unfortunate buckler, but this level up is pretty significant. It's not as significant as I thought it would be when I was first, hoping to get it, but I do unlock the Death Swiftness ability officially with that level up. However, I am able to use it with a pot. I didn't think you could pot up for abilities before now, and that's going to have to be the end of the trip because we are already out of food. So that's why I have these range pots with me for the most part, but they probably helped out a little bit as well. But yeah, I did get 85 range. We are now able to use Death Swiftness without potting up, so that's a pretty sweet level. But yeah, I didn't know you could pot up for abilities before, and now I know. And that might help any of you guys out in the future if you might need to do that. But we got a Godsword Shard 3 from one of the minions, and also the unfortunate Armadyl Buckler. That would have been so nice to get one of the armor pieces because we desperately need some better armor in this department. We're only on tier 60 right now, which, come to think of it, I'm not sure was even be better than our hybrid armor. I didn't even think of that. Like, I thought that the hybrid armor would be worse than tier 60, but I'm actually not 100% sure on that. So let me quickly go check and see if I just wasted my time doing that trip almost. Because I honestly forget. 260, 260. So it's actually the same armor, and pretty much I guess it's the same everything because this doesn't have any range bonus. So it doesn't really make a difference what I wear. And I wear the Shard of Zeros in the dungeon while I'm getting KC, so there's no need to worry about having god items. But yeah, 10 kills in that trip, which is pretty bad. I don't know, KC takes a long time at Armadyl, so I don't really like it when it's only 10 kill trips, but I need 93 crafting to do the Royal Dragonhide body if I want to make that as like a slight upgrade for doing this. So I might look into that. Or we could honestly look into doing Greg with our Lance, because I mean the Lance really opens up a lot of new stuff with like Greg or any of the other God Wars 2 bosses really. So we'll consider that as well. But Armadyl looking a bit sketch right now, not really the ideal kill or trip length. That was only like 15 minutes as well, but. Anyways, I'm rambling. Probably will have cut some of this clip, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Yes. Yes. Thank fucking God. And the level up as well. Sorry for the noise. Let me turn that down. But yes, we got the Hex Crest, the final piece we needed to the full Slayer helmet. So we now have the black mask, the Hex Crest, and the focus sight. And this is just in time because you cannot get the Jungle Strikeworms as a task from Morvron. And I'm just about to unlock him at 85 Slayer. Unfortunately, I don't have the Slayer points because I've been skipping a lot of tasks. I only have 100 points because Kuradel actually gives some pretty bad tasks, to be honest. So I've had to skip quite a bit, and I was skipping also a lot just because I really wanted to get the task of these guys so I could get this Hex Crest and be able to make my full Slayer helmet finally. This one took quite a bit longer than the Desert Strikeworms. We had 366 kills before we received it, with 250 on the Desert Strikeworms. I'm just quickly looking up how the drop rate is. Okay, they don't actually have a drop rate on it. I think it's like 1 in 256 maybe. I don't think it's 512, but that's kind of a guess. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, we've got it. We now have all the pieces, and once I do get the Slayer points, I'll definitely include a clip of me buying the ability and making the full Slayer helmet, because that's a pretty big thing to get on the account for Slayer, obviously. So yeah, pretty sweet. Happy to get that, and I'll see you guys for the next clip, which will most likely be 85 Slayer. Oh my god, you guys, it happened again. This exact same thing happened on my other hardcore, although I think I had done even more Strikeworms than this, but I just got another Hex Crest, and I don't know how many. It hasn't been very many kills. You can compare the Slayer counter between the clips, but this literally the exact same thing happened to my other hardcore. I probably killed like 500, and then I got a Hex Crest, and then like 2 kills later I got another one. And on this account and that account, the Hex Crest was my last one, so that's kind of annoying, but not like it hurts or anything. But in case I ever do happen to unfortunately die and lose my Slayer helmet, I'll already have a Hex Crest out of the way on the road to getting it back. But yeah, just figured I'd throw this clip in because it's weird how it happened on both my accounts. Pretty rage-inducing. Well guys, I was kind of AFKing a little bit here at the Vires, and I did not even realize that I got 85 Slayer until a second ago, so I did just manage to hit the level up, and I need to drop something for those Dwarf Weed Seeds. We don't need rubies that bad, but I just can't be asked to go over to the bank right now. I just want to finish the task. But yeah, the task right after the Jungle Strikeworms was these Vires here. Probably one of the best tasks, honestly, from Kuradel, considering the drops are extremely good here. And I've camped these quite a bit for my 75 prayer, so I have some pretty good experience here. But it's much nicer now with Soul Split and the actual two-handed Sun Spear. When I did it here, I only had the one-handed version because I hadn't yet done the quest River of Blood. So that's probably that probably makes this a lot easier now. But yeah, we have completed our 85 Slayer just in time, and I'm now able to use Morvron and kill Abyssal Demons. Some very good unlocks there. I'll also be doing possibly some of the Wilderness Slayer to get the patch. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm definitely not going to be doing Wilderness Slayer. I don't think it's worth it for me. Even though I could get those patches. But yeah, other than that, oh yeah, whoops, I just alked a Torstol, nice one. I actually did get a third Hex Crest even. I didn't feel like making another clip for it, but I got a third Hex Crest, which is kind of annoying because I hadn't wanted it for a while, and right after I get one, I get 2 more following up. But yeah, I just figured I'd mention that off because I did make a clip for the second one, but not the third one. And other than that, I think I'm just going to continue slaying here, trying to get that up as well as my combat stats, and I'll see you guys for the next clip. Alright, so after a couple of stints of some Slayer clips there, we have one post-commentary mixed in here at Bandos God Wars with our Lance. We managed to pick up a Bandos Hilt as our first drop, funnily enough, which is not what I was really looking for here. I would have preferred to get an armor piece or something like that. But we did manage to get the hilt, which I guess is fine. We get that off the collection, don't have to worry about it anymore. And yeah, that was decent to get. Not really something I'm going to use, but on 13 KC, getting a hilt is pretty sick. So yeah, and the luck doesn't end here, guys. Check out this last clip. Oh my fucking god. Are you kidding me? What? 35 fucking kills. What? Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's the second Dragon Rider Lance, and I guess we can use that. We can use one of these for Aftershock eventually. Oh my god. Well, sick. That is going to be the end of this episode of the Hardcore Iron Man Progress series, you guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we did get extremely lucky here. We managed to pick up 2 Dragon Rider Lances in just 35 Vindicta KC, which is just unreal. Really can't explain how insane that luck is. And then the Armadillo Buckler, obviously not the item we're looking for, but on 5 Armadillo KC, I mean, you'll take what you can get at that point. And then even the Bandos hilt from Bandos on 13 KC. Those 2 items, I mean, they're not really what I'm looking for from those bosses. They're not really useful, but just the KC and, you know, how early on I got them was just so crazy, guys. So really hoping this type of luck keeps up. I'm not really expecting it to, of course, but as we move into some of the more difficult bosses like racks and things like that, once we unlock our overloads, it's going to be really, really nice if we can continue such a nice luck streak and get some of those tier 90 weapons onto the account sooner rather than later. But we'll have to wait and see for that. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. How lucky is this? How salty are you that your Iron Man has gone X amount dry on certain items? I know everyone has those types of stories, but sometimes you just get lucky, and this episode was one of those times for me. But yeah, other than that, guys, like I said, I'll have our normal weekly Monday vlog out tomorrow to discuss any patch notes that are released. And I'll also likely continue the loot videos from the Anachronia monsters moving on through next week. And if you guys have any ideas for videos you'd like to see, leave them down in the comments below. And, you know, any guides, anything like that even. But yeah, other than that, guys, thanks for checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.